Hey guys. Let me see here. This is... Okay, well I can't do anything about the box. So hey guys, this is Red Shadow and welcome to Scenes from the Heart Part 1. Sorry that was late. I accidentally I got a lot of strike time. Sorry guys. So yeah. But I'm here now, so it is a visual novel, so yeah. Oh, here it is. Windows full screen. There. That works. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so let us... Okay, so there's achievements. Is there anything else I need to know? No. So let's go and get started. This is a visual novel, by the way.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name, please?
Oh. Oh, do I type? Red. Hayaka Red. Oh no. Did I do this wrong?
Hayaka. Yes. Welcome to the award seminar. Right this way, please.
Thanks.
This year's creations have been very high quality work. The top 4 that made it to the final round are the following. Boomerpunk 1964 by Golden Age Games.
Boomerpunk 1964 was one of the big names in the industry this year. It received ample praising feedback and wish listings in the world's most popular game marketplace, GAS. Even though many speculated it to have big issues with immersion-breaking bugs, the game was released without any of them. That was apparently the reason why I heard it was nominated. Such a wild stunt.
Waku Waku Dojo Club by Visualizers.
This one surprised many of their regular readers. Even their most loyal the most loyal fans were shocked when they released it just 2 weeks ago, and it already got nominated for this year's award show by a large audience. I remember reading some of their previous titles myself too, so I was surprised by what they came up with this time. Waku Waku Dojo Club was like a 180-degree U-turn style and genre-wise. They shocked even Chisaki, who had been their fan for a long time. Apparently she became their fan when she was 7, and we are both 17 years old now.
Manga Novelist by the Mozart of visual novels.
Just as I expected hard to pull it off once again, with high voting rates. Haru has been unbeatable ever since his first debut in the industry. He won his first Best Visual Novel of the Year award at the young age of 8. So, 10 years ago. That doesn't usually happen, as you might guess. His work was rated unexpectedly high, and because of his incredible talent for visual novel writing at such a young age, he earned the title the Mozart of visual novels.
Kakusa Zero by Spring Shrimps Games.
So far, so good. We luckily made it to the final round. so we still have a chance to win this. We've worked very hard on our first visual novel's demo, Kugga's Zero, and sacrificed many good nights' sleep polishing the art, music, coding, sound effects, and many other small things. We had so much invested in this project, both time-wise and for some personal reasons too. We simply refused to fail at this point right before the goal.
Next, our respectable judges will have to decide on only one of these amazing game demos that will be awarded project funding to continue from the demo phase to the final product.
You know, his voice reminds me of that one guy that does paranormal videos, Creeps or something like that. He kind of sounds like that. And that is not so good. As I await for the results to be announced with Chisaki and Konica, I could feel my heart beat through my chest. I was sweating nervously at this point, and my heart was pounding so fast I was afraid I might faint. Chisaki could barely sit still with all the restless posture changing from side to side in her chair. Konica, on the other hand, was trying to keep her cool with an occasional surfacing runaway smile on her face. The only exception this time was that she was still sitting still instead of jumping to the walls, if you know what I mean.
The judges have now made the decision, and this year's Game Demo of the Year award goes to...
Here we go then. The moment of truth. I clenched my fists as tight as I possibly could. I couldn't even blink my eyes.
Kakusa Zero, made by Spring Shrimps Games.
Oh, that's ours, right?
Would the team members please come to the stage?
My body froze when I heard our names. I couldn't think of anything at that point. My mind went totally numb as I was just standing there staring forward. Chisaki then sent me back to reality with tears of joy in her eyes.
What are you just standing there for?
Jeebus! Hello, we won!
Move your ass already!
Yeah.
Moron.
Konica was shouting and jumping around at that point, and soon she bumped into me accidentally from behind. That, of course, caused me to lose my balance and fall to the floor on top of Chisaki.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry! You okay?
Nice. I'm fine thanks to Chisaki's soft landing. As I was trying to get up, my hand touched something soft. Oh. Yeah, I'm a dead person. My body froze after I realized what I accidentally grabbed.
You have exactly 3 seconds to take your pervy hand off me and get off of me. Or
Damn.
you know what will happen.
Yeah. I reflexively flung my arm away from her, only to bump into Konica behind me and fall on top of her this time.
Huh? Oh, I didn't expect you to take the initiative about these things. Although,
What is going
I would prefer
on?
to just stay here, turn you around and squish you so hard like a big plushie.
Konica, not here and now, please. We need to get to the stage, and we're in public as well.
Come on, don't be such a mood killer. A little snuggling won't hurt us.
Maybe later if you really insist, but not now.
You always find some random excuse to get away, and then other times you suddenly make these kinds of surprise initiatives.
It wasn't intentional.
It's
been a year like this.
Holy fuck. Wait, a year?
I hate to interrupt your nice skit or whatever that is, but we are still waiting here for you, you know?
He does sound like creeps.
Oh, for crying out loud. First me, and then Konaka. You just can't keep your hands to
Also,
yourself
hey,
today.
Silver.
Can you?
I mean, to be fair, you gave me a death threat, so... You know. From something entirely, unintentional. Sorry, my brain went dead. I then managed to get myself up and headed successfully to the stage with Chisaki and Kaneka behind me. Talk about embarrassing all of us just because I froze like that right away upon hearing our visual novel announced. Jeez. Well, I can't speak for the others, but I'm still half paralyzed by the results. I mean, Kaisen Zero was our very first visual novel after all. So as a realistic person, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it or not. I looked over to Chisaki and Kaneko to see them just as overwhelmed by emotions as I am. Although, I smiled and nodded as if confirming their feelings. I somehow had a gut feeling that our hard work would finally pay off. We really did put so much effort and resources into this project and aimed for this award from the very beginning. Also, I know I was kind of late to stream, so with that said, I'll probably just go ahead and go for the full 4 hours instead of, doing it up to 4 o'clock. Just to make up for lost time, Or it just depends on how short or small this is. One of our basic inspirations was Haru Katanomi.
Mm-hmm.
He really helped us see what was most important.
Thank you, Spring Streams Games, and good luck with the final phase of Gakusa Zero.
Cool. We then exited from the stage and headed toward the lounge area. There, a reporter approached us.
Congratulations! On our readers' behalf as well. Could I possibly get an interview for our readers to hear the backstory of your project and how it all started?
Fine with me. How about you two? Or what about you two?
Since you both are willing to go, then I might as well. But not because you would be alone with Konaka or anything.
Yep, she's a scary.
Just to make sure you don't say anything stupid and embarrass us all.
Hey! To be fair, I say something stupid to embarrass myself.
Got it?
Sure. You don't want to be left out, that's all.
Huh? Why would I?
Come on, Chisaki. Just be honest with yourself and you'll have a much easier time with your life. I guarantee it.
Oh, hey, I found a safe spot. That's cool. Well, I found the menu.
Why, you little? Get back here and I'll show you exactly how I'm going to be with myself.
Fine. We then started the classic cat and mouse chasing game around the lounge area, so I was left with no choice but to give the interview by myself. Thanks a lot, guys! Guess I have to do it by myself then. When those two start that game, there's no stopping them until they have exhausted themselves.
Sure.
We went to a peaceful and quiet meeting room near the lounge area, so when those chasers have calmed down, they can find here easier. Hopefully. The room itself looks elegant from the looks of its bright interior. There were 2 white-covered wooden tables with chairs and 2 studio microphones, along with attached pop filters. Also, a big screen for sharing stuff, I assume.
Now then, take me back to when you three met and how your journey started from there.
Sure. Where do I begin? I pondered a moment and they came up with the answer. I first met Chisaki back in our elementary school, and it was anything but the usual way, to be honest. Flashback time! Story. Oh, this is gonna be the credits? Oh, it is. Haha. It does give me time to eat, though. I may have neglected to eat. Oh no. Oh no. I may have dropped something. Where'd he go? Oh, shit. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, yeah, it'll pop up sooner or later. How expensive is this game, though? I know this is part 1, but I was like, I don't know how long this game will be. Oh, that was an achievement too? Oishi Elementary School in 1999. Crazy, I was born in 93. Oishi is a small rural area with a modest population that is located in... Holy fuck. What the fuck is this name? Fujikawa... What? Do I even have to say this? This is big of a freaking name. Fujikawa Guchiko Town, Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan, at the northern foot of Mount Fuji. What the hell? That's... Wow. Oisha also happens to be on the northwestern shore of Lake Kawaguchi, one of the Fuji 5 lakes, which provides a stunning view of Mount Fuji. The area is a popular tourist destination for Mount Fuji, views and seasonal flower gardens, along with unique festivals like the Urban Festival and Tenabata Festival. The school itself wasn't anything fancy back then. It was just a normal school where one day a new girl was transferred into my class. Oh, so she was a transfer student then.
Shisaki Namichi, 8 years old. I transferred here from my previous school, which is located in Hamamatsu.
Why do I feel like she looks like she wants to beat me up? And she does.
We moved here recently, so I don't know this area very well.
Oh, okay, so she didn't get kicked
That's
out from
all
her.
for now. Let's get along, or something like that.
Freaking me! That's relatable to me, considering that was awkward. Huh, now that's rare. Usually everybody tends to tell about their hobbies or things they like, etc. Except for this girl. But not her. I wonder why. She had nothing special about her outlook until I noticed her eyes. Hey, heterochromia is cool. The right eye was a light bluish, while the other one had a shining golden color. The sight piqued my interest, and after a long time I felt something other than gray boredom inside me.
You can take that empty seat in the window corner.
Some of these voices sound a whole lot like AI. And I don't know how to feel about it. Others seem to notice her different eye colors too when she passed them by the looks of their faces. The class then resumed after she got herself seated. Naturally, at the first break, she got a lot of attention from my classmates, asking typical questions like about Hamamatsu, what she likes, her hobbies, and basic stuff like that.
I've never been to Hamamatsu before, so what's it like?
It is a quite big seaport with a lot of arcades, at least what I have noticed.
Wow, what made you move from such a city to a small town like this?
You know, it's like the side characters' voices that kind of makes me grit my teeth a little bit. Mainly because, you know.
My parents wanted to move away from city life, apparently.
Well, I think that's on purpose. It didn't take long before the increasing number of questions overwhelmed her.
Hey, what's wrong with city life? I heard from my big brother that it's great and convenient.
What about your hobbies? Do you have siblings or pets?
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza or not? I like it myself.
I mean, to be fair, I'm the same way too. I do eat pineapple on pizza.
Do you put cheese on bread before the ham, or the other way around?
The hell? At that point, she just straight up excused herself. And left the classroom. Sorry, I didn't read that other bit right there. I guess she couldn't handle the pressure well. The next lesson started right away regardless, and nobody seemed to pay much attention to her absence. During the lunch break, she was starting to get some unwanted attention from some of my class's dummies. Apparently about her eye colors from what I heard near them. Aww, that's mean! That is so beyond mean! They called her an alien and a weirdo. And after leaving her alone, who knows what else behind her back. They sure are a bunch of idiots. Why make such a big deal about different eye colors? Everybody's different, more or less, and if you morons hadn't noticed... To me, the color difference looked somewhat cool. So 1 week later, I had enough of her bullying and decided to put a stop to it for her sake.
Huh? There's nothing cool about it. It's just weird. Humans don't have two different eye colors, so she must be an alien or something like that.
Oh, that's really dickish to say.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your head if you think that's cool.
Well, obviously apparently there's something wrong with my head because I think it's pretty cool. Then again, I just have brown eyes, so I disagree. In my opinion, they look cool and cute at the same time. People are different in many ways, if you didn't know that. Just like you two aren't the same either, so does that make everyone alien as well? Huh. You probably don't even know what aliens actually look like or how they are different from humans.
Huh? Did you just call us stupid or something?
Well, now I do, because you heard nothing of what I just said whatsoever.
I bet he did. Let's teach him some manners about what happens to those who mess with us.
I'll start in about 3 minutes. It's gonna be the ad break. Oh, I got beat up. Cool. After beating me up, the Dum Dum duo left while laughing at me. I didn't care about my reputations at school, so it didn't matter. Why should I? They're just a bunch of morons in the end. Nothing good could come from interacting with them. When I got up, I noticed Chisaki, who happened to witness our fight most likely. She was looking at the ground after making eye contact with me, while clenching her fists.
Why?
Aww. Her voice was quiet and trembling a bit, like she would be just about thinking out loud, but I still managed to hear the question out of it. I guess her behavior just pissed me off, so I wanted to finally make it clear to them, even though I got beat up. Although I'm quite confident, they most likely didn't get the message or will just ignore it, knowing them.
You know those idiots?
Well, they're not the sharpest tools in the shed, so I'm assuming so. Unfortunately, they are in our class after all. Don't you remember them?
How am I supposed to remember everybody in my class on the very first day that I arrive here?
Fucking mood! I sometimes have an issue remembering people's names if I met them once. Like, that's just me in a nutshell. Like, I have to literally see this person or see the people that I meet maybe quite a few times to actually remember their names. Like, it sucks, but you know, that's just me. Oh, good point. Sorry, it was a stupid question to ask.
My mom always said that there's no such thing as stupid questions, only stupid answers, so it's okay.
Her answer made me see more than her eye colors. It was like someone was painting her with different eye colors. Different colors right before my very own eyes. She was still looking at the ground, her hair partly covering her face, so I couldn't see what kind of expression she was having at the moment. That's true. It's so impressive that you've been taught some rare insights that you don't see everywhere, even in some adults.
What do you mean? I thought it was supposed to be common sense, or so she said it should be at least.
It should be common sense.
I guess city life is indeed different, like Dad used to say.
When did he pass away? Are we gonna go with the whole Dad passing away or something? I agree with your mom that it should be common sense. As a town lifer myself, I have nothing to say for our defense. I guess not everyone can be as open-minded as we are, apparently. She finally revealed her face to me and had tears of joy in her eyes, as they called it if I remember right, while giving me a bright smile.
Agreed.
She's adorable. She wiped her tears and continued.
Anyway, for my sake, you try to put an end to the bullying, and I can't ignore heroism like that.
Aw.
What's your name?
Red. Hayaka Red.
It sure suits you. Now then, you will be my friend from now on, and I won't take no for an answer.
Oh, there's an ad break. Sorry, guys. I'll definitely take this time to eat because I haven't really eaten. I haven't really eaten until now. Ow. Okay, so yeah, I dropped a vitamin somewhere. My bad. I'll get away on time though. You know what? I feel like Sky happened to having the whole I think that Sky was late to their own thing. Right? Wait. Oh. Oh, they didn't put a schedule for themselves. Oh. Alright, well, we're back anyway, so let's go ahead and get back into this. She even has a smirk on her face now. To be honest, here it sure was cute in a way, so I didn't mind too much of her attitude towards her request. Who? Should you demanding friendship from expressing my opinion about your outlook to the others? You sure are something else. Very well. Apparently she considered me worthy of being her friend of defending her. Well, I don't see any reason not to accept it.
Excellent.
We then started to hang out and play together. She was still a bit bossy, but it's just part of her personality. She was strong-willed, somewhat classy, but still considerate in her own way. You just need to see deeper to realize it. My first friend, hee hee. One day when I was coming to visit Shisaki at her home, I happened to witness her and her mom arguing with each other. I just arrived at their yard's gate and saw them discussing something at the front door.
You don't need to remind me about that again, Mom. I'm making steady progress, as you know very well, but not by pressuring me constantly.
I do understand and acknowledge that, sweetie. But Mommy is only trying to encourage you to make good use of your precious learning time when you are still so young. Humans learn the fastest until the age of 7, and after that, the learning curve starts to decrease. So you can't afford to lose it while still young. You will thank me later, trust me.
You've told me that multiple times already, so I don't need a reminder about it. Kids are supposed to play with others too, so they wouldn't become neats and isolate themselves, right?
Well, I guess that's also true, and I don't wish that kind of future for you by any means. But you have a talent for music, Chisaki, and it is a very challenging industry to get yourself accepted into. So, unless you start taking advantage of your youth, you'll most likely just run out of time. By then, it's only worth being a hobby, and nothing more. Me and your father have seen and heard this happening to many of our relatives and friends. Like I said, I totally understand your viewpoint, so please try to understand mine too. I'm only doing this for your future's sake, so that you won't have to regret it later.
Fine. Although my friend is already here, as you can see, it would be rude of us to make him wait any longer just to turn him around. Think about it as a little inspirational break to see the world outside my room. That, scientifically, improves your creativity, since it's like a muscle that also needs little breaks sometimes to recharge.
For crying out loud, where do you get that knowledge? But yes, you are right. So go play a little bit and come back in time for dinner, okay? Also, good day to you, young man, and sorry for witnessing such a thing.
I waved my hand and laughed awkwardly a bit. So, what was that about? Your music practice reminder again? Or something like that? To be honest, it sounds like she wants Chisaki taking AP classes.
Something like that. Anyway, where do you want to go today?
Alright. How about that secret place I showed you last time? Today's open sky means we could maybe even see the sunset this time. Where are we where are we in terms of not, seeing sunsets a lot of times?
Oh, sounds good. Let's go.
Oh, that explains it. We arrived at my secret scenery spot, a small hill nearby with a relaxing sight. I usually come here when I'm feeling down, and the sight itself is enough to wipe my worries away. It mystically calms my mind and lets me regain focus on what is in front of me and be in the moment.
Wow! The sky is so wide when looking at it from here.
Last time it was cloudy, so of course it was different. Now you can see the whole view better.
True.
She's so cute.
Even our school can be seen from here.
Oh, for real? Indeed. The sight amazed us once again with this beauty. You can see most of our town from here, and we joined it with peace and nature's own music. Do you plan to become a professional musician one day? Or why are you practicing it so much? Chisaki didn't respond at first. Her face became serious. Uh-oh. The wind started blowing gently, rustling the leaves and the trees behind us. The sunset's lights warmed our skins as we gazed upon the sight before us in silence. At that moment, it felt like we had all the time in the world, and there was no rush or pressure anywhere. Just the two of us enjoying each other's company. Simple as that.
Have you perhaps seen my Aunt Saya Hayakura's live performance? Or listened to her music?
I'm gonna assume that I did. Oh. Have to admit it, I haven't. I haven't heard her name mentioned on the radio. Oh, sorry. I've heard her name mentioned on the radio sometimes, though.
Luckily, I keep my MP3 player with me everywhere I go.
I used to have an MP3 player, too. I used to have an MP3 player. I used to, download oh my gosh, this is, old. I'm so sorry. I used to download songs and put them on my MP3 player. And I've had such an interesting mix. It was between having an MP3 player or burning my own CDs. Using, what was it? LimeWire. She took her MP3 player out of her pocket and gave me its earphones. I put them on my ears and she hit the play button. My eyes widened the moment I heard the first few sounds. It started with the piano's flowing and energizing melody, which kept you almost holding your breath during the build-ups. I couldn't believe how beautiful this song was overall. That sure was something that I hadn't heard before. Gotta admit that it was indeed touching.
After hearing her songs for the first time a few years ago, I became mesmerized by her music and got inspired to try making my own music like hers. Of course, I soon realized what it took to get to her level when she was visiting us one day and happened to talk about her career. It got me curious. So I went back to my room and started immediately working on my next attempt. Sometime later that day, my parents and Saya happened to come by my room and started listening to my next song's attempt. When I was done with it, they started clapping at me, which naturally surprised me. Saya opened her mouth first and told me I apparently had a talent for music. And with dedicated practicing, one day I would be able to catch up to her and potentially even surpass her.
I see, that explains many things of how you got into music in the first place. So even though you're practicing it pretty much daily, why does your mom keep pressuring you so much about it? It is your choice in your life after all.
It's because I keep doing the same kind of music, so I won't make any progress. Not to mention, without any real breaks.
Aww.
Only recently did I realize that, and it made me look around my room more closely. There was nothing inspiring anymore. It felt like an empty room in my mind, and that would prevent me from advancing further. So, you are basically helping me by simply spending time with me.
Glad to hear so.
That got me thinking. What are your passions, by the way?
Mine? Good question. I have yet to find the answer, but when I do, I'll let you know.
Huh. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Until then, you can look over my progress.
Deal.
Fascinating. Not many kids were as brave or smart as you were back then.
Indeed. When I look back at it now, I always knew I was different from others somehow. Oh, are they done? Hey!
Finally found the right place.
Wow. Oh? You finally cut the mouse, or did she get away?
I don't want to talk about it, okay? So can we just move on to the real topic?
I mean, to be fair, you're the one who took off in the first place.
What were you talking about while I was busy?
About how we met. Oh, I told her how we met each other for the first time and how it went.
Oh,
Anything you want to add?
not really, since you know our story already so well. I know you don't lie about me.
How do I not know the story so well? We literally known each other for that long.
That's one of your strong points that I like about you. You always respected me and didn't bully me like the others did.
Did he say something?
Huh? Nothing! You must be hearing things.
Anyway, Kanika's first encounter was a curious one as well, now that I think about it.
Really? Please tell me.
Flashback time. I met Kanika for the first time at our junior high schools last semester about 4 years ago. And oh boy, you won't believe the circumstances. Wait, are we still in high school then? I'm guessing so. Oh my gosh, what is up with all these long names? Kawaguchi Kita Junior High School in 2004.
And since this will be your last semester in our school, I highly encourage you all to focus on making it through the last tests. That way, you don't need to spend the summer on supplementary classes. Isn't that nice? Well, that's all for now. Let's make our last semester a success together, shall we?
This year's homeroom teacher seems kinda enthusiastic, don't you think so?
True, but it's not a bad thing in my opinion. Usually they are burned out old staff with a grumpy attitude, as I've noticed. Sounds like a certain character of mine on 14.
Indeed.
Or in general.
Can't they just find more younger staff, or what could be the reason?
Funny thing is, I do have younger staff, like, I do have coworkers that are younger than me, at my work. And quite honestly, it's a hit or miss with them. They either know what they're doing, or you're SOL by working by yourself. Trust me. Beats me. I'm a bit thirsty. Do you want the usual?
Sure.
I nodded and exited the classroom. As I walked through the hallway, I noticed some classes weren't as lucky as we are. You can tell by the look on some students' faces. They actually varied so much that I started to pay attention to them unintentionally. Some had somewhat mixed feelings, some looked sleep deprived, and some looked like wouldn't care less about their surroundings. Some were chit-chatting in a small group, and someone was even drawing something with a drooling face. Hold on. Did I just see that right? I stopped on my check and looked back to see a girl crouched at the classroom's door. She was staring inside the classroom while drawing something with what would resemble a lewd face. Oh, great. She was apparently drawing her classmates, which is normal. But why was she next to the door outside of the classroom? I went back to get a closer look at what she was doing. As soon as I managed to get a peek at her drawing, I realized why she would do it outside the classroom. Not to criticize her drawing skills or anything like that, but are you sure you didn't want to draw that kind of art at school? See? What kind of sound of fright is that supposed to be?
Please don't scare me like that, teacher. I almost messed up my... Eh?
As she turned around and noticed me, she looked confused. Well, I don't blame her. My way of talking, combined with my natural bass or low voice, would probably give anyone the same assumption if they didn't see my outlook first.
Eh? Is every teacher at the school as young as you? Or what's going on?
I'm obviously... Oh, that's right. They don't have a set uniform, do they? Take a closer look at my clothing and guess again. She looked at me so thoroughly that it almost felt like she was scanning me.
No way! Are you perhaps a fellow student here as well?
Yeah. Correct.
Wow! I would totally have believed you to be staffed if you hadn't told me otherwise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's just say that you aren't the only one.
And no wonder! You look so believable for the part with that low voice of yours.
What the hell?
Oh, but where are my manners? My bad. My name is Konakama Tomi. Nice to meet you.
Red, Hayaka Red. Likewise.
So, what brings you to me?
Well, you're the one who was trying stuff with her about your class. Also, I was trying to get a drink. All right, I was. At that moment, someone accidentally bumped me from behind while walking behind me and chatting with their friends. I thought we were still in class. I thought the class session was still going, causing me to fall toward Kanika. I reflexively slammed my hands against the wall next to Kanika's head to avoid a collision. We kept staring at each other for a moment, which definitely felt much longer in this situation. As I was about to pull myself away from her, the girls she was just drawing were coming towards us from the classroom, so I had to stay put to hide her dangerous drawing. Some noticed us, whistled, and maybe cheered or something, and began chatting about us while walking away. After making sure they were gone, I finally pulled myself away from Kanika. Huh. That was a close one. You okay? No use. She was in a trance or something. She wasn't responding to my question and suddenly kept staring straight where my face was. Kanika, can you hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I'm okay. Just surprised by your sudden stunt, that's all.
Totally understandable. My bad.
It's okay. You also protected my edgy drawing from being spotted. I appreciate it.
You shouldn't even be drawing those things at school. You're welcome. I scratched my cheek softly while looking away. So, mind telling me why you were drawing here in the hallway next to the classroom and not inside?
Well, you see,
She pondered for a moment until she finally seems to be able to tell the reason.
It is kind of embarrassing to make lewd art in public, especially about someone in real life. It is considered shameful and inappropriate for some reason in society's eyes, so I have to do it secretly.
Why couldn't you just do that at home whenever people can't, like, you know, walk past you and then see it?
Although you spotted me.
I took a look at her drawing, or sketch in this case. It wasn't colored yet after all. It sure was a bit exaggerated in her model's outlook, so I can understand why she wanted to do it in secret. Don't worry, I can keep this between us if you are fine with it. Kanika looked at me like she couldn't believe what she just heard.
Really? That would be great! Thank you so much!
She then hugged me, which I didn't expect to happen. I guess she either trusts me that much already or she is a very expressive person. I'm assuming the latter. Either way, I'm glad we managed to solve it peacefully. It could have always turned out to be a very challenging case, so it's a good thing.
Oh, the break's already over? Time sure seems to fly by with others. Don't you think so too?
Oh, it was a classroom break. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, there are some kids who are like, we're still in the classroom, some of them left. Can't disagree with you there. By the way, which class are you in? You literally have seen the classroom that she was going to be in.
Was it 2B or 2C? Hang on. Let me take a look at the instruction letter again.
She fumbled through her bag and found the letter.
Oh, yes! I was supposed to start in 2C's class.
Okay. Huh. What a coincidence, since I'm in 2C as well. Want me to show you the place you seem to be new here?
Sure, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Oh, almost forgot. I was supposed to fetch some drinks for me and Chisaki, so we need to take a detour.
No problem. If we arrive late, I can always explain that you were showing me around the school since I just transferred here and don't know the place or area.
Oh, nice thinking, Kanika.
Thanks.
We then got some drinks from a vending machine and hurried to the classroom. Kanika explained why we were late for the class, and our teacher let it slide this time. Kanika then introduced herself.
Hello, everybody. My name's Konaka Matomi, and I'm 13 years old. I transferred here from Tsukuba. I like to draw character illustrations, read manga, and even play improv theater.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's get along and have a great year together, yeah?
She then got herself seated next to me, much to everyone's surprise. Naturally, Chisaki included as well, based on her reaction on my other side. She motioned for me to get closer to her.
What's going on here? You were supposed to get us something to drink, but then you came back with her out of nowhere? Were you really that thirsty? For crying out loud.
Hey, I didn't get the drinks! No, I wasn't that thirsty, okay? I just happened to meet her in the hallway on my way to the vending machine, that's all. I did get the drinks, though!
It's not normal for you to talk to random people like that if you aren't aware of it.
She'd be jelly. Ugh. Well, some stuff happened, so let's just say that our first meeting was exactly the classic one.
Huh! Now isn't that suspicious? I wonder what exactly happened.
Jealous much?
Something forced you to do it. Am I right?
Pretty much, actually. Once again, Chisaki knows me too well by this point to hide anything from her. Yeah.
Thought as much. You also most likely didn't have much choice in the situation, so I assume you just went with the flow.
Ouch. Did I just get off the hook, perhaps? Pim pom, correct answer.
For crying out loud. Fine, I understand the situation now. But what I don't understand is your reason for trying to cover details about it.
Well, you're the one that seemed to be threatening me.
Well, you probably had your reasons for it, so I trust your judgment.
Thank you. Thanks. Glad to have such an understanding friend like you. In most of these those rom-com animes and visual novels, the protagonist probably would have triggered a landmine by teasing Cinderella with a classic jealousy card in this situation. But not me. Situational awareness, OP. I love it whenever games break the fourth wall. Why you bought me strawberry milk? Is this supposed to be a joke or something? Oh man, I didn't read the rest of that. I started to unpack my lunch with Chisaki as the lunch break started with Kanika decided to join us casually.
Hey, you two! Want to go to the rooftop? The fresh air enhances the aroma of the food there.
Huh?
I didn't know what else to do in that situation, so I decided to go with the flow. If I had to explain our situation to her, I would prefer to do so in private, at least for Kanika's sake. Sure, let's go with Chisaki. I'll explain later. I grabbed Chisaki's arm and left the classroom while grabbing our lunches with us.
Huh?
We headed to the rooftop where I could explain the situation to Chisaki, since Kanika took the initiative.
No way! You made those crispy-looking chicken nuggies yourself? I want to taste some!
Go ahead.
Could someone perhaps now explain what's going on here?
You don't want to know.
Explain what? I simply suggested that we go here to enjoy our meals.
She's so jealous.
What exactly happened between you two during the last break when he was fetching us drinks?
I believe my answer would be enough for both of your questions. I took a sip from my drink and continued. It indeed started on my way to the vending machine when I started looking. And thanks to Kanika's idea, we got off the hook, and the class managed to resume along with Kanika's introduction.
I'm so sorry again for the trouble I caused you.
Luckily, we didn't get a penalty for it, so it's okay.
Huh? That sure was quite a bold move you pulled there. Not that it would actually bother me or anything.
You sure?
Perish the thought.
She's jealous.
It sure was out of blue when he did that all of a sudden without any warnings.
Well...
Not for love or anything romantic, of course. Just surprised. Although, it made my heart skip a beat for a moment there.
We literally had no choice.
But I don't have a right to come between you two after all.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Why would I date someone like him? We're just best friends, no romance between us, right?
I think so.
See?
Oh, okay.
But you can never know what the future has in store, of course. Anything's possible. Not that I want to date someone like that or anything, naturally. Huh.
Damn.
Well, you're not wrong about that. By the way, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Chisaki, was that your name?
That's right. Shiseki Namichi. 2C class as well, and his best friend since elementary school.
Ooh, impressive! How did you meet each other exactly, if I may ask out of curiosity?
Me and Chisaki looked at each other.
I guess I could tell you how it happened. Although it's nothing special.
I protected her from some bullies.
And from that point on, he's been my first friend since.
That's so cool! So, he is our both's hero, actually. So kind and caring.
I don't know about a hero, but at least being capable of seeing one's true beauty isn't such a bad feature to have. I admit that much.
Well, guess it's time to head back. Can't be late again or have to face the consequences this time.
That's true. If that were to happen, I don't know how I would face you anymore. So, I'm heading there first.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you, Chisaki. Let's get along, shall we? We have at least something in common now.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. No! Return!
Oh, for crying out loud. Who has to be your friend even? So one-sided.
I chuckled a bit at Chisaki. Apparently she doesn't realize how she did the same thing to me back then too. Still is cute if you ask me. But isn't it a good thing? Now you have two good friends to spend time with.
You don't get it.
She's jealous, what do you expect? She then went back to the classroom ahead of me as I followed up soon after. Oh, but I did, Chisaki. I really do. I looked at the sky and felt the gentle wind blowing. I can already see how interesting things might turn out, but we'll see. I'm glad regardless that this ended well in the end. Surprisingly, it didn't take long for Chisaki to warm up to Konika, and they started to spend more time together. Of course, I wasn't left out most of the time, which isn't a bad thing. It looks like Konika knows how to socialize well with people. An extrovert, I guess? I wonder how she does that. I don't know, because I am not an extrovert. Phoebus, how long is this
formulas.
backstory?
I can feel my brain overheating already.
I can actually handle them just fine. Naturally, it requires first learning about their existence, and then understanding their purpose or how they work. That way, you can equip them faster into your arsenal, like in games.
Is that so?
There you go again with your weird metaphors. How many times have I told you already that no one else can think of math formulas like you do?
Damn, that's mean. With that right mentality, you can perceive things differently, and even make some things easier to handle or understand.
Sure. Anyway, do you have plans for this afternoon, Konaka?
Actually, I do. I have an improv theater session after school every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Central.
Wait, did she just say Central? My Central or their Central?
Oh, right.
Oh, it's Central Street,
You mentioned that as one of your hobbies, right?
Sorry.
Yep, and the improv group's name is called Spring Shrimps. Isn't it just cute?
They sound like midgets. Like short people. Sure sounds like a unique name at least. I actually haven't heard that about improv theater before, so do you mind enlightening us about it?
Me neither. So it would be interesting to hear more about it.
Always happy to introduce new folks to the world of improv. It may actually be better to let you guys experience it yourselves, rather than simply telling you what it is, so I'll show you. Follow me!
Might as well go, I guess.
Guess I have to go as well, since Konaka is the one suggesting it. Not because you're going there with her or anything.
Yep, she's jealous.
I'm just genuinely interested in seeing this improv theater myself, too. That's all.
Whatever you say. I was thinking about it, and they actually said it.
Hurry up already, will you?
Sure, fine. Kodak had started walking ahead of us at some point during our conversation as she shouted at us at the door. She took us to a small building that was located near our favorite sushi restaurant at Central. Ooh, sushi! That actually sounds good. It was about 15 minutes away from our school. Inside, she led us to the back room of the corridor, and it was quite spacious. It had a small audience there too. Cozy space you have here.
Indeed! That gives more variety to different improv skits that we do here. Our instructor, or leader, is a very friendly and kind person. He enables our members to express themselves safely without anything limiting their growth potential. Even though his outlook may confuse you at first, he can be very expressive when he gets into his characters.
It sounds almost too good to be true for an improv teacher, if you ask me.
I agree with Chisaki. Nari's perfect after all. So surely there must be something on the other side of the coin?
Well, I guess he tends to ramble about his mother-in-law sometimes a tiny bit too much during the skits. That obviously stops everybody's flow, but we try to recover from that quickly. One time, some of us even tried to use that as inspiration to continue our skit. And well, let's just say that it didn't go well.
Is that so?
As we turned our heads in the direction where the comment came from, Kanaka let out her scared sound without even turning her head. Meaning that she already knows the person well enough just from their voice alone.
Quite an interesting way to describe someone, don't you think? Sounds more like an interesting character for a skit than a real person, if you ask me.
Jimmy, I didn't realize you had arrived here already.
I just arrived, and the first thing I happened to hear was you telling our apparent guest that your leader is a mood killer, frustrated and nagging about his mother-in-law.
But as you taught us, a mistake is a gift, right?
That's true. Let's just call it a happy little accident and move on, shall we? Also, who might you two be?
Just sure thing, Jimmy.
Dang it, I keep on hitting that stupid button. I'm sorry.
Since they wanted to know what improvisation theater is, I decided to bring them here instead and show them.
Sup kids, the name is Jimmy Hawks, but you may call me Jimmy, leader, instructor, or whatever you prefer. I'm the current president of this improv club called Spring Shrimps, which was founded 25 years ago. Let me put it this way. Improv theater is an amazing form of art when you really dive into its world without any limitations. It lets you momentarily let go of your everyday life and live someone else's life for a second. You will experience multiple short stories as the session goes on until it's time to return here and continue our own lives. That's pretty much it.
That was well explained, Jimmy. I couldn't have described it better myself.
When you put it that way, it sure sounds more interesting now. Also, Jimmy is like the whitest name I've ever heard from this for this game. To be able to live as someone else sounds definitely like those RPG games. Of course, I doubt everyone could be the story's protagonist, but it would be a cool experience regardless.
I'm with him. It sounds like a neat concept to me as well. To be someone else and experience their story firsthand does sound intriguing indeed.
I knew you would be fired up about it. Feel free to stay here as our session's audience this time, and think about it if you want to give it a shot next time.
Sounds good to me.
Well, since you brought us this far, we might as well enjoy the show while we're at it.
Alright. Time to gather everybody then. Konaka, if you could please.
Sure thing, Jimmy. Everybody, let's get this week's session started right away.
Spring Trip's improv session then started with everyone gathering in the ring at the center of the stage area and hearing everyone's current week's events and feelings. Apparently that way, everyone can be on the same page about each other's situations. It does somewhat resemble a family where everyone cares about each other and how they are doing. Next, they started doing different kinds of warm-ups and plays to get into the right mentality and be truly in the I can't read, I'm sorry. And be truly in the moment. After that, it was finally time to get into the real thing, the improv skits.
Looks like the time has come for the main dish.
Yeah, that will do. Okay, everyone. I need 2 players for the next technique.
Me too!
Great. Konaka and Jonathan then. Next, we need some basic inspiration, like a place and 2 characters and their relationship. Yo, new kids, wanna do the honors?
Pardon? Oh? So the audience gets to decide the setup or give some random things for inspiration?
You got it right away. That's the spirit of the improv for the audience, which makes it more interactive for them compared to a regular theater with ready-made polished stuff.
So I'm dealing with allergies
Will the
too.
marketplace and business rivals do?
Yes, they will. Thank you. Konaka, Jonathan, you know the drill. Make your characters on the go and try to dive into their mindset.
Who? They really don't have any kind of ready-made scripts to follow or haven't decided anything beforehand.
That fact alone is quite impressive, in my opinion. You have to trust your guts and get inspiration constantly from your partner on the scene, and vice versa.
So it seems, and I agree that it's very impressive. When I looked at Konaka playing her character, she was doing it so well that the character was very believable. I feel so lucky to have such great and talented friends as Chisaki and Konaka, really. Honestly, sorry. Before meeting Chisaki, Chisaki, I was basically alone all the time since I always looked at others from above and perceived them as not worthy of my time. Holy shit! That does remind me of one of my characters. That, of course, made my life boring and grayish. So meeting these 2 both saved me from boredom and helps me see different personalities in people. As the skits went by one after another, so did the time, and soon enough, it was time to end today's session.
That's all for this week, folks. Good job. You all did great once again on the stage. Also, a big thanks to our amazing audience today, which gave us great inspiration. Feel free to drop by again or even join us if you are ready to challenge yourselves and make the jump to the unknown.
We'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the show as well. Man, this is a very long flashback. I think this is longer than whatever. This is longer than the whole backstory with Chisaki. On our way back to our own homes, Konaka and I were headed in the same direction. Chisaki's house was in a different direction, so we parted ways with her a moment ago.
I didn't know your house was this way too. Funny coincidence.
I never bothered to get to know my neighborhood, so no wonder I didn't know you lived here as well. Well, she just transferred, though. So that means they moved, right? I always stayed holed up in my room, so that's why.
That sounds so depressing.
Suddenly, a car drove past us and splashed muddy water on me before I could even react. Did Ugh. Great, now half of my clothing is wet because I couldn't dodge it in time. I expected the driver to be more careful than that. It had rained today after all. Really? It looks kind of clear whenever I was on my way over there to the improv sesh.
What's up with that driver? Couldn't they see the water puddle on the side of the road? Jeez.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, every time that there's a heavy rain over here in San Antonio, it's like, I walk to the bus stop, and so, you know, how the road is, you literally don't have a choice. And some of the times I do get splashed, and yeah. Very, very fun.
Oh dear, your clothes look so wet. We need to get you dried as soon as possible so you won't catch a cold. How much further would your house be?
About 10 minutes away.
In that case, you should come to my house since it's closer. The faster the better.
Okay, I know enough shows to see how this is gonna go. To Kanika's house? Does she even realize what she's suggesting? Surely she wouldn't have ulterior motives behind that suggestion, and what she said is true regardless. Well, since you are offering, might as well take up your offer.
Great! My house is right around the corner. Okay, here we are.
Oh,
and I'll get you some spare clothes until yours are dry.
That place is so white. I can't. Thanks, I appreciate the hospitality. There are a pair of shoes besides ours, so I guess someone from her family is home as well. Thank God. I decided to peek at the living room for the entrance. It looks like a typical living room with a widescreen TV and 2 sofas.
Sorry for the wait. Here you go. You can get changed in my room.
Oh, sure.
It's this way.
Kanaka then led me to her room without any hesitation, which is surprising. When I first went to Chisaki's house, it was a completely different story, and it was under normal circumstances back then.
Here it is! Welcome to my room!
Thanks. Why did the door close behind us? There are many idol and anime posters on the walls, and multiple sketches on the floor. I feel attacked, because my room is the exact same thing with different stuff on the walls.
Oh crap! I forgot to clean these sketches away! Just a sec!
What, are they as worse as the one that you drew at school? While collecting her sketches and drafts, one of them slipped away from her pile and to in front of me.
Please don't look at that one!
Too late, since I grasped it already in my hands and saw it. When I inspected the sketch, I noticed that it had Kanaka's own body drawn next to a slim anime character. What's this supposed to be? Are you comparing yourself to anime characters or something like that? I don't think that's the case.
No, definitely not that I would ever compare myself to a fictional character or anything.
Fourth wall breaking!
Why would I do that? What a silly suggestion.
Then what is it?
It's an anatomy draft. Yeah, so I would know how to make the character's body look right or realistic.
Tanaka, you should already know that I won't buy that kind of excuse. If you don't want to tell me, that it's fine. I won't pressure you. I can wait until you're ready to share the truth, because it seems important to you. She then put her sketches away and looked out of the window at the night sky.
It's not fair when you put it that way. I can't turn you down when you're so dedicated to finding out the truth. You had my back during our first meeting by keeping my drawing safe from prying eyes. So I totally know you're a reliable friend.
Tanaka took a deep breath and continued.
probably been curious about this since you saw the first sketch at our first meeting. But why would I create art like that, right? The passion for etchy art started for me when I was 8 years old and was playing hide and seek with my big brother at our house. As I was looking for a hiding place, I went to his room and started scanning the room for possible hiding spots. At first, it was hard to find any good spots since I was sure he would find me if he happened to come here. Everyone knows their room from the inside out, after all.
Oh, I think I know where this is gonna go.
So, I had to get creative and fast. He was counting close to the end already, and I still struggled with the decision. Then, I happened to see one of his manga books on the floor in front of his closet, and realized I hadn't thought about the closet at all. As my brother had just finished counting, I opened his closet. And so all of his lewd, etchy stuff, figures, games, manga, and even some idol merchandise too.
Why would that be? Well, I guess that he didn't have a choice of hiding it, but why all of that in his closet?
Shocked and confused before the sight, my brother's closing steps brought me back to my senses, and I finally hid myself on the lower shelf and closed the door.
I'm sorry, lower shelf?
Just as I suspected, he came into his room and looked around for a while until he finally left. I then sighed in relief and opened the door a little so I could better see the stuff that was around me. The art style of the manga characters captivated me from the very first page onward. I don't know why, but here we are. One could say the stuff corrupted me.
That really escalated quickly.
I would say, on the other hand, that it was personally more like an eye-opening revelation than a corruption for me.
Wow, I would have never guessed your interest in lewd art actually started like that.
Me neither, but that's how it is, and I don't regret it.
It's your life after all. You make your own choices.
I'm so glad that you understand. Thank you for that. I guess I'm fortunate to have a friend like you. I was so afraid you would be grossed out after finding out my secret.
To be honest, I find it rather intriguing than gross, and I believe it also suits your personality. I'd rather remain true to myself than cope with all the fakes out there. Pretending to be something else and stressing over it is my way of living. So, thanks for sharing your story with me. I'm glad you chose to open it up and trust me, Konika.
Hey, Konaka!
Huh?
Already now.
Damn, what do you do? Like, put it into, like, a drain and spin, or what? Someone's voice from the other room startled us a bit. I assume it was Konaka's father, since there were someone's shoes at the entrance, and the voice sounded somewhat deep.
Okay, I'm coming to get him. Jeez, talk about the timing, too. I thought my heart stopped there for a moment.
Yeah.
I'll be back soon with your clothes.
Thanks. I should save soon.
The mood was so lovely, too. Why did it have to happen now of all times? Just a few more minutes wouldn't have hurt. I wonder what would have happened there if we hadn't been interrupted. In manga, at least, it would have led to a romantic scene where they would have embraced
Oh my gosh.
What if we had done the same? Emotions usually take over in the heat of the moment, after all, so maybe? What am I thinking? Of course he wouldn't have fallen for that. He's a rational person, after all. But what if... No. Not possible. Not happening. There's no way he would have done that.
I kind of feel bad for her.
What are these emotions anyway? Love? Could it really be that? I have been thinking about you non-stop ever since you pulled off that daring stunt, which I have seen numerous times in manga and anime. I always wondered how it would feel to be in that situation, and now I've actually experienced it. Even though still,
Oh,
but she's
my
not
bad.
sick. I can't do it. It wouldn't be fair to her, and I cherish her as much as him. Well, I guess we have to wait and see how things turn out later. It's better to play it safe for now than ruin everything.
Kanaka sure seems to be taking her time. Fetching my clothes shouldn't normally take this long. Unless she went to say something to her father? Also, why did the atmosphere turn so soft and Konaka's expression looked like she might have done something unexpected at the end? As I pondered these questions, Konaka finally came back with my now dry clothes.
Sorry for the wait. Here are your clothes. Wash and clean.
How long did I stay here? Unless it had that washer had a quick wash and the dryer had something to dry it real fast. Ah, thanks a lot. Are these fair clothes perhaps your brother's?
What? Of course not. If I had done such a thing to him, it wouldn't have ended well for me. Trust me.
Oh right. That was such a ridiculous guess. My bad. So was it the dad's?
Please don't scare me like that again. They are my dad's clothes, for the record.
Oh, I would have guessed. Of course. No wonder why they were so big for me. Konaka stepped out of the room as I started changing back into my own clothes. Ready? She opened the door and grabbed the spare clothes that I gave her.
Thanks. Go ahead to the entrance, and I'll put these away in the meantime, okay?
Sounds good. I went to the entrance and started to put on my shoes when I heard Konaka's father's voice come from the living room.
Isn't Konaka just a lovely girl? So cheerful, energetic, and kind.
I can't stand these minor characters' voices. I'm so sorry. She certainly is all that and even more as you get to know her better, in my opinion.
You have a good taste and eye for different people, I see. I could see her potentially taking some interest in you, but what about you? I'm sure you just got to know her recently, but sometimes folks can meet even their soulmates right off the bat if they are lucky.
Well, this escalated. Usually fathers, typical dads wouldn't say this. In fact, I was watching the new Conjuring movie and just showed that it's dads are not that open to, imagination like that.
Konaka has experienced so many emotions during her childhood because of me and her mother, since we divorced when she was only 8 years old.
Ouch.
Then we also moved to this peaceful town, so Konaka had to start all over again with her friendships. Every father only wishes the best for their kids in the end.
I understand 100% your viewpoint, sir. And I'm the kind that cherishes their meaningful relationships. I don't have many friends neither, so we essentially share the same background. Konaka's father was silent for a moment, but then his paper down, apparently. And I feel like we're hitting the ad break soon, right? Yeah, we are.
When I look at Konaka, I often wonder if I've done enough for her. But hearing you speak, I feel like she finally has someone who truly understands her. Thank you for being there for her.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right now. Let me go ahead and save. That way, you know what? I could have just saved the thing, a different file. So, there's different endings. Ugh. Well, that's gonna be interesting. I'm just playing this blind, so I don't know. I really expect much of me getting endings. Oh, I just noticed that. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, this actually helps because I just noticed my curtain rod falling. Ugh. I need to stretch too. Ugh, crap. I was like looking around and saw the stupid curtain rod falling. Ah. I'll probably just do it tomorrow if it doesn't fall first, but here's hoping not. Okay, we're back. Pleasure's all mine.
What was your name again, son?
It's Red. Hayaka Red.
Nice to meet you. Please look after my daughter, will you?
I will, sir.
You don't have to sir me, son. Hayato will do just fine.
Since when did we go into whole first name basis with the dad?
And thanks. I truly mean it.
Okay.
Did I interrupt something?
Your father is very, very much so open with me.
Nah, we just finished, so good timing.
Yeah.
Oh? Okay then. I'll see you at school tomorrow then. Good night.
Alright, good night. Yeah, good night. It was nice meeting you too, Hayato. See ya.
Such a good fella. Or what do you think?
Sure is. You don't see many of them, and definitely not in Tsukuba.
Even such a gentleman and surprisingly understanding for someone your age. How about starting a
What
family
the
with him
hell?
one day?
This really much so escalated.
Take it easy, sweetie. It was merely a joke.
I don't feel like it was. I don't feel like it was a joke.
But you heard the guy. Don't even think that I didn't notice you listening to our conversation nearby.
Female
Very
leaps are just.
intriguing. I think
Fantasy.
she would do improv theater too, along with your drawing hobby. No wonder she can make her characters so lively and colorful.
I totally agree with you there. I should.
Sorry, I'm late. There was a long waiting line for the bathrooms. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna save just in case. No worries. Just finished our tale of how you and I met for the first time.
Oh, really? I still remember like it was just yesterday. You appeared out of nowhere in my life on the very first day of my new school and already knew where to find me, even though I was lost.
That was not how it happened.
Then you pinned me to a wall and softly whispered in my ear not to look at others but only you. It was so romantic.
That was not what happened. It didn't go exactly like that, Kanaka, but close enough.
For
crying out loud. You really have no shame at all.
Oh, well, that's how I remember it anyway.
Anyway, finally, the start of Kakusa Zero's creation. How did that get started?
I looked at Chisaki. Mind if I tell it?
Since you got this far already, you might as well finish it too for all I care.
Oh, she's jealous. True. It started this one afternoon at our local park where I was taking a nap that day about a year ago. Can't remember the exact date anymore. The wind was blowing gently and rustling the trees leaves like it was playing an instrument of sorts. The sun was shining softly behind clouds in the sky, the small waves of water in the pond hitting the edges and making soothing sound waves. Everything was just oozing afternoon relaxation. Then all of a sudden, I heard a familiar voice close by.
Or do you need some help to open those eyes? You sure love to loaf around. Slept well, I assume?
I yawned and started to stretch myself. More or less.
Good, because today we'll start creating a new visual novel, and you're gonna help me with it.
Huh?
That's right, and I won't take no for an answer.
Of course you won't. Estimating as always. Very well, but may I ask at least the reason behind this?
I finally got the necessary motivation to get my old dreams started now that I have some free time to do other things besides music.
Oh, so you finally got that permission? Sure took a long time, but I'm glad to hear your situation has eased after the long wait. I know how stressful it has been.
I'm glad you understand me so well. Not that I'm happy or anything, don't misunderstand me here.
Well, we've been together for 8 years already. So yeah, you're also too adorable to deny a little help.
Huh? Adorable? Of course I'm adorable, you donkey! You don't need to tell me the obvious facts. Only idiots wouldn't be able to see my beauty as well as you do. Not that you're special or anything.
Hey guys, what are you two up to?
Oh, hi, Kanaka. Chisaki and I decided just to start creating a visual novel.
Indeed!
Wow, that sounds super fun! Can I join too? I could draw the characters for it if you want. Of course! I'll make them so irresistible you can't avoid fantasizing about them.
What? How shameless of you, Konaka! Your true perverted intentions can be seen so far, for crying out loud.
Fair. Chill out a bit, both of you. We haven't even decided the novel's genre or anything else yet. You're already letting your wild fantasies out. And who thought men were supposed to be the only perverts? What a world we live in. We then started brainstorming our first visual novel story ideas and their genres. Make it horror. Sorry. Chisaki wanted it to be a rom-com with a childhood friend, where they would have to one day decide between the dream and the reality. Their dream would be to start a small cat cafe, while the childhood friend's parents would want to stop them because they think it won't work and their child would only get into financial trouble. Naka's story was about an uprising idol. I can't read. An uprising idol that didn't get much attention. Her fans fantasized about her so much that they started to make mood fan art about her at some point. This would bring her both fame and unexpected criticism. The idol would then struggle with her own body image and whether she should embrace it or deny it. My story, on the other hand, was about an unusual kid from a poor family who was robbed by Yakuza because of his dad's debt to them. The kid was smarter, though, than any other kid his age. That intelligence opened many doors to his ambition, which would one day make him the leader of the underworld Yakuzas and finally take revenge for his family.
Hey, how about we decide the story with good old rock, paper, scissors. The winner gets to decide whose story will be chosen.
Is it gonna be 2 out of 3?
Fair enough.
Thus we oh, okay, the best of 4, okay. Thus we started the game with the best of 4. Kanaka won the first round with me getting a draw with Chisaki with our rocks against Kanaka's paper. Chisaki managed to win the second round with paper, and I won the third round with my loyal rock. That means whoever wins this oh my gosh, I can't read! This last 4th round gets to make the final decision. It's now or never. Intense staring could be felt between us. We were that focused, trying to read each other's minds since the stakes were high. Nobody knew, however, what to expect. And finally...
Rock, paper, scissors!
A rock was displayed. A pair of scissors was displayed next. And lastly... the second scissors were displayed, meaning that the one who played the rock won. Our heads slowly raised up. Looked at me, who played my role. I just decided on rock all throughout this freaking competition. Yes! What is that?
You piece of...
Oh crap, I didn't see! What does it say? Hold on. Unlimited paint pitches. Well, I'm glad that I can read this.
Son of a biscuit! I knew I should have played rock after all.
Our emotions really ran wild for a couple of hours. Chisaki and Kanaka were so overwhelmed by their emotions that Chisaki started beating me down, while Kanaka just ran away somewhere soon after. After extracting her frustration on me, Chisaki went somewhere as well. For some reason, they really took that heavily.
Oh dear, why did I say something like that? This isn't like me at all. For some reason, that negative energy just bursted out before I even realized it.
Where are those things, though?
After seeing me storm out like that, they must be thinking I'm being
There's the cat, I can see it. But I want to click on it, but I can't do anything about
I
it.
can always say I went to get something to drink or something like that. Yeah, I'll figure out something if needed. Otherwise, let's go with the drink fetching journey version.
It was my original idea in the first place. So why did that stupid guy get to make a story for our visual novel? For crying out loud. Ugh! That jerk! I wanted our first shared project to be about my story, so that Numbskull could finally take a hint at my feelings! Damn it! Ow, I shouldn't have done that. Ow. It was the main reason why I suggested this idea in the first place, since that moron can't seem to be able to take a hint. What am I gonna do with you for fluff's sake?
Chisaki and Kanaka had certainly returned and had apparently calmed down. I reminded them that we can always make more visual novels after the first one. Now that you finally understand the situation, can we actually get to making the visual novel a reality? Or leave it just an idea?
Guess I have to...
Oh, sorry. I keep on hitting that stupid button. I guess I have to lend you my music talent since you have no sense of melody or pitch here. Hey, that's sad.
But don't even think I actually wanted to help you, or anything to it.
Whatever you say.
I guess that would be fun too. But some of the characters need to have massive bahonkers since that would definitely raise the reader's interest by 1,000%.
You've got to be kidding me.
You can't deny that fact.
Huh? Is that true?
Eh? Well, I guess there might be some truth behind it, but not everyone. I'm sure of it. I certainly appreciate the story more than the visuals.
Why do I doubt that, I wonder?
Anyway, Since you both apparently took the loss that heavily, what if we implemented all our ideas together into one story? That way everyone would win. They both looked at me just like I had just said something unthinkable.
Huh? How would that be possible?
Is there even a way to fuse our three different stories together? Sure, they're all totally different from each other, but would it be possible? How about this? An unusually intelligent kid has the ambition to get to the top of Yakuza's hierarchy. He wants to find out who is responsible for his family's debt collection visit, and finally get his revenge. To get there, he gets help from his best friend, who has been by his side all his journeys. His friend started gathering more resources through her fresh idol career, when one day she would have to face a problem thanks to her fans' new idea for promoting her. Together, they managed to resolve it and make good use of it at the same time, getting that much needed attention from the Yakuzas. The operation could then get truly started by infiltrating their ranks and finally rising to the top to find his long-awaited answers. Shizuki and Kanika looked at me with awe and couldn't say anything for a moment until...
That's amazing! I love it! You also used that same kind of creativity back then when you helped me with my personal problem. Your solution truly freed my mind from that fixed mindset of mine with which I had been struggling for a long time. That side of you is what attracts me so much, combined with your gentleness, how you keep trying your best to support your friends in achieving their goals. When you someday find your own goal to achieve, I want to be there to support you as well.
I didn't actually expect you to pull it off like that. Not that I would be impressed or anything. Just surprised you didn't betray our high expectations that you set for yourself. Good for you! So not the same thing.
Ah, thanks! To be honest, I didn't expect it either, but somehow I pulled that wild fusion out at the end. Shall we then go for that, or without it for now?
Might as well go with it since you tried so hard to come up with a wild stunt like that, so the effort wouldn't go to waste.
Agreed! Besides, I like it a lot.
Might as well just go ahead and save it right there. We gathered in one of our school's club activity rooms for the planning, with Shizuki has reserved for us.
Are you sure there wasn't any better option available? This one is so tiny and messy. There's so much junk here, like in a storage room.
I managed to get us this room since nobody's using it. So be grateful we got at least some kind of meeting room for our project.
Eh? For real?
If we'd reserved a better one at the start of this semester, we probably would have had a better selection to choose from.
No can do then. Oh! On the other hand, a messy room helps creativity. No idea how that works, but that's what they say at least.
I can't remember that saying too. Or theory, if that's what it's called.
It's
it was
based
called.
on the inspiration that you get from different objects in your environment when you look around. It has helped me sometimes to get over my blocks when I write my music.
Huh? So what? That's why your room was messy that one time.
What? I cleaned it afterward, okay? I don't keep my room that messy all the time.
Whatever you say.
My mom always made sure that my room wouldn't stay messy longer than was necessary for boosting my creativity. Unlike someone else here, for crying out loud.
Me? My room is always clean because I like it that way. It's more chill and relaxing.
I think she means by me. I think she meant me, since I don't really care how my room looks as long as it's comfy.
Indeed.
How could you? I'm disappointed in you.
Anyway, we have derailed from our main reason for being here in the first place.
Oh, for crying out loud.
We then got seated around the table and started brainstorming things to include in our first visual novel. Since there was a whiteboard, I made good use of it for the notes.
Do you have any other specs in mind already?
I have some things, but otherwise nothing like the setting, music style, characters, etc.
So basically nothing but the summary of the plot.
Yeah.
Do we have to do everything for you? How about utilizing your improv skills or something?
And you have to make sure the characters are eye-catching and memorable, including their charming outlooks.
That's true. Don't want to make them boring after all. Eye-catching and memorable characters. Okay, what else?
Since your story was about the underworld of Yakuzas, I think some dark ambience, rock, and electric songs would be good for the music style.
Sounds good to me. I like all of those. Personally.
Basically a mix of those three. Of course, you make the final call as the director. For my and Kanaka's story parts, I'll figure something out.
Ooh, those genres would be a perfect hit for drama and violence.
Yeah, I can hear and see them already in action. I also agree on the music genres. As for the game's genre, I think we can agree that it should be a strategy RPG, right?
I guess that could work too. Or stealth.
I don't honestly care as long as the characters and story are memorable, including some romance and drama. Everyone's interested in relationships after all.
As they say, there's two sides to a coin. Meaning that bad guys have their private side as well, which could be more or less surprising. Imagine, for example, that a Yakuza's family's head would be tough looking and strong, but in private, he would enjoy petting and playing with cats in a cat cafe. That surprised Chisaki so much that she even jumped a bit from her seat.
Well, that sure would be a genius character twist to have. Totally unexpected indeed.
I looked at Konaka, and apparently she was just as confused as I was. Regardless, we continued discussing more details for the setting, music, genre, and finally, characters. Oh, I almost forgot. What should be the main character's name?
How about Kaito?
Yeah, I think it should be named something cool and stylish, like Ryugo or Kiryu.
Huh? Kiryu I could possibly agree with, but Ryugo? That sounds so cringe if you ask me.
What? Ryugo is a cool name. It has that mysterious vibe that immediately tells you that he's a possible threat in disguise as a harmless-looking traveler.
Say what you want, but my opinion of Ryugo won't change.
Which one do you prefer then? Kaito or Kiryu?
I don't know, because Kiryu is kind of like... It makes me think of Vampire Knight, to be honest. Oh wait, probably I should save, like a smart person. I'm gonna save, just in case. Let's go... Well, they both agree to Kiryu, though. But Kaito sounds cooler. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Kaito. This kind of sounds more unique because I don't know that many characters with that type of name. I think Kaito sounds dark and mysterious.
Glad to see someone having a sense of taste still. Not that it would make me happy or anything, of course.
Really? Well, no can do. It was your choice after all.
I just saved just in case. With the main character's name decided, we continue wrapping up the rest of the visual novel specs and tasks. Chisaki started working on a dark type of music with some rock and EDM mixed into some of the songs. She also said she would make some emotional music with piano and violins for her and Konaka's story parts. Konaka, on the other hand, was put in charge of characters and their designs while I started studying some Python to use in Rinpo for our game engine. After a year of countless errors, stretched sketches, and wrong notes of music, we managed to pull off a demo version of our first visual novel, Kakuza 0. Even though I was a bit worried Kanika might overdo the outlook for the characters, the outcome turned out quite well in the end. The process of creating Kagusa Zero demo started to bring us closer, and the memories of late-night brainstorming sessions and heated debates over character names became cherished moments. Being late for school after oversleeping because of an extended session of playtesting late at night. Being a judge with Chisaki's and Kaneka's debating overheated over character designs. Just to name a few memorable moments. I also started noticing some odd rivalry over my attention for unknown reasons. As the credits rolled on Kakuza Zero's demo, I couldn't help but feel a sense of progress. Then some of our new fans nominated our demo for this year's awards show, and here we are.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with finishing Kagusa Zero.
The reporter then collected her belongings and chit-chatted a bit with us before leaving. So, shall we go celebrate this somewhere? It's on me today.
Ooh, look at that shimmery! Just some more muscle there, and I would fall to my knees at the sight immediately.
I don't mind his outlook one bit. He's just fine as is.
Wow,
What's
that's
inside
cool.
is more important anyway. Huh.
Chisuke's cheeks turned slightly red after saying that. My heart also skipped a beat as she totally caught me off guard with her comment.
Eh? Is that so? I thought you didn't care about him at all. What's the matter, Chisaki? I thought you had already shown me earlier how honest you can be.
Well, fucking hell. Then they apparently started round 2 of their chasing game by the looks of it. For crying out loud, you two. Well, at least you won't get bored when those two are around. So does it matter what name I pick? Chisuke then came back suddenly. Apparently she managed to catch Kanika and gave her an earful of her mind.
Why are you still here standing? Lost in thought or something?
Oh no, I was waiting for you. Since you took off like a madman. Damn, you got me! How did you know?
It's quite obvious from your face, and we've known each other for a long time. I can even tell when you're having those lewd thoughts, for crying out loud.
Hey, I don't have lewd thoughts. Well, I guess you already knew then how I was thinking how cute you are. Something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Your inner thoughts were just loud, which caught me off guard, that's all.
Whatever you say. If you say so.
Anyway, let's get going already.
What happens to Kanika?
Oi, that pink perv will having proper thoughts about us for making her wait! And I'm not having any of that!
Sure thing.
Oh, you twit! How could you say something like that with a smile? I thought my heart stopped there for a moment for crying out loud.
Oh, there's the thing for the ending. We then headed to our regular sushi restaurant to celebrate our first success and plan the next phase of Kakuza Zero, which is the full version. All of a sudden, I felt a shiver running down my spine for some reason. Since it's usually a sign of a bad omen, I wonder what's going to happen next. Or was it just it was probably just a gust of wind. It's getting chilly out here.
Well played, you three. Well played. Now the real fun can finally begin. Oh, I miss this feeling of finding a worthy opponent. After a long time. After all those tedious years. I finally found someone who can rekindle the fire inside me. Caring more about sales numbers and analytics than the story's uniqueness and following your passion. It's been so long since I last had fun writing a story. I want someone to make me realize if I still have what it takes to deserve this title of mine.
To be continued in part 2. Wow, that's it? Oh, I guess it is. Let me check to see about the achievements. I got 6 out of 6 out of achievements earned. Which one did I not do so far? Get Kaneka's ending. Oh, okay. I on a live view. And there's 2 hidden achievements remaining. So what about the silence one? What do I need to do for that one? I don't think it shows anything. I can always go back to the save file regarding to that, I guess. But so far it's been kind of cute. I feel like the mysterious person was going to be like one of the ones that was part of the awards. So I guess it could always... I'll go ahead and go back to the save file since I saved right there, just to see how it would go. But I don't know how to get the silence achievement. Oh, I know the little green thing. That was the special thanks you. So yeah, I don't know how to get the silence one. Thanks for reading my first visual novel ever. I appreciate it. This was a part 1 of the story. Hopefully it was enjoyable, and if you want to share your thoughts with me, that would be nice. Part 2 will be coming later and needs your help for its funding, so check out its Kickstarter. This visual novel was also made for applying my fresh knowledge of visual novel development straight into action. Well, they did a really good job for their first time. You can contact me on Discord, Twitter. I refuse to call it as X. I'm sorry, but Twitter is still going to be Twitter for me. Blue Sky or Twitch.tv. Okay, let's now set my peace of mind and shall return to you to the main menu. Have a great day. Well, they did a pretty good job. It was cute. So, what do I do about the... So, what do I do about... all those people from the streams? That's cool. But how do I get that one? Because I didn't see any other choices that were being made aside from the name. So let's just go ahead and go back to the name.
Which one do you prefer then?
And then we'll just get the other one. And then we could probably call it quits for this stream. Because, yeah. This ran into like a couple of hours. So yeah. It wasn't a short stream like, what was the one that I did? Was it Sunday that I did a short stream of? Either of those two. Let's go with Kuryu. I think Kuryu sounds cool and kind of cute too.
I glad to be on the same page.
Suit yourself. It's a subjective matter anyway.
Okay, we already read that part. We read that. We already read that. Yeah, we already read that. That's basically the same thing. I already read that part.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with finishing.
I already read this part.
Ooh, look at that chivalry.
Okay.
Muscle there and there.
I don't mind what's inside is more.
I already read this.
Eh? Is that so?
Oh, Naka!
What's the matter, Chisaki? I thought you had already shown me earlier how honest you can be.
Oh. Oh, okay. It just okay, I figured that's what's gonna be different. Tanaka then suddenly came back after a moment.
What are you here standing for? Didn't we agree to go to our regular place to celebrate?
We sure did. Her cuteness just overheated my brains for a moment. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just lost in my thoughts, that's all. Shall we go then? I bet Chisaki is anxiously waiting for us at the restaurant's entrance and wondering what's taking so long for us.
Oh, I would assume that whenever I selected Chisaki that she, she was already, or she, I don't know. I don't know why I thought differently. My brain went dead. I'm sorry.
Tommy, you can't just blurt out something charming like that all of a sudden. You'll just cause me to lose my cool and focus.
You know what? I don't think there's gonna be a walkthrough with the silence achievement. That sucks.
How am I then supposed to charm you? Aww.
Alright, so this is gonna show that. And that's gonna be showing that. Yeah, this is gonna be the same thing as that.
Well played, you three.
Alright, read that? Okay. So that is basically it. I did not know how to get the achievement for silence. So, yeah, but I just got 7 out of 10. The silence achievement, I don't know how to get that one, but I believe that there's going to be a decision on that later, because I have no idea, because I haven't seen any other places in the game that shows a different, that showed a different choice, actually. I was gonna select on the, the little avatars in the background, but that wasn't the case, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, this was Seeds from the Heart Part 1. Let me guess. Let me see here. If I can pull it up, see where it's standing at. And did I actually hit my caps lock? Well, that sucks. So, Seeds from the Heart is on Steam. If you guys want to try it out. Whoa. That was not there. Alright, so the demo was there if you guys want to try it out. The planned release date is October 24th, 2005. So that's cool. But I just wanted to give a huge thanks to Zamias for letting me try out this demo. So, well, it was suggested on Key Miller. It was pre-approved of that, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a very cute visual novel. So, with my stream schedule, I am not going to be streaming this coming Monday, mainly because I have to go to work early on Tuesday, and I definitely need my rest. But I'll be streaming on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I will be releasing the schedule soon, so make sure you check out my Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, and I'll be fixing up the stream schedule for this upcoming week. So, with that being said, thank you all for joining, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. With that being said, take care, guys, and of course, well, let me go ahead and read it into Sky before I say that any more of that. Because I know they're streaming right now. Yeah. So, of course, hope that you guys have a good day. Let us straight right into Sky. And yeah, take care. Gonna get some rest myself.